A warm greetings to everyone. Agriculture Makers team welcomes you to this video, and I'm very much happy to see you all again. And in this video, we are going to see the agriculture current affairs between 20th of June and 26th of June 2021. Come on, let's get into the video. Coming to the first thing, our Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Shri Narendra Singh Tomar, addressed the 42nd session of Food and Agriculture Organizations Conference, which took place virtually between 14th of June and 18th of June 2021. All the 193 members of the FAO and the European Union endorsed the new strategic framework 2022 to 2031, which will support the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Coming to the next thing, West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee relaunched the Krishak Bandhu scheme, doubling farmers' aid to rupees 10,000. Yes, West Bengal CM relaunched the revised Krishak Bandhu scheme, which is a financial scheme for the farmers of West Bengal, and the objective is to revise the scheme from the annual benefits that have been doubled from rupees 5,000 to 10,000 for the farmers with 1 acre or more cultivable land. The features of this revised Krishak Bandhu is it will benefit around 60 lakh farmers across West Bengal, and under the scheme, the farmers with less than 1 acre of cultivable land will also get a minimum benefit of rupees 4,000 per year instead of the existing benefit, which is only rupees 2,000 per year. 3 Centers of Excellences were inaugurated in Karnataka under the Indo-Israel Agricultural Project. We have seen this current affair in the previous week's video, and we can see in detail now. As a part of Indo-Israel Agriculture Project, the Government of India and the State Government of Karnataka jointly inaugurated 3 Centers of Excellences in Karnataka, and those are Center of Excellence Kolar for mango, COE Bagalkot for pomegranate, and COE Dharwad for vegetables. The COE for mango was established with an outlay of rupees 198 lakh from central government and rupees 360 lakh from state government, and the COE for pomegranate has an outlay of 343 lakh from the central government and 156 lakh from the Karnataka government, and the COE for the vegetables has an outlay of rupees 500 lakh from central government and 260 lakh from the state government. These Center of Excellences were launched to double the farmers' income through 29 operational Center of Excellences across India in 12 states. Coming to the next thing, India and Fiji government signed a memorandum of understanding for cooperation in the field of agriculture and allied sectors during a virtual meeting, and this MOU will be executed by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare from Indian side and Ministry of Agriculture in Fiji. It was signed by our Union Minister Shri Narendra Singh Tomar and Dr. Mahendra Reddy, who is the Minister of Agriculture, Waterways and Environment of Fiji, and there will also be a setting up of joint working group to set down procedures and plans and recommend programs of cooperation towards achieving its aim. Coming to the next thing, the Department of Biotechnology under the Ministry of Science and Technology has issued a special call to farmers of Northeast region under its mission program Biotech Krishi Innovation Science Application Network, that is Biotech Kisan. The objective is to understand the local problems of the Northeastern region farmers and provide scientific solutions to solve them. About this Biotech Kisan, it is a scientist farmer partnership scheme launched in 2017 for Agriculture Innovation, and it aims to connect the science laboratories with the farmers to find out innovative solutions and technologies to be applied at the farm level. Coming to the next thing, Gujarat Chief Minister Shri Vijay Rupani, he launched the Agricultural Diversification Scheme 2021 to benefit more than 1.26 lakh One Bandhu farmers from 14 tribal districts of the state. And under the scheme, the tribal farmers will be benefited through the fertilizer seed assistance of rupees 31 crores, under which 45 kg of urea, 50 kg of NPK and 50 kg of ammonium sulfate will be provided to them. Coming to the next one, Indian Farmers Fertilizer Cooperative Limited, a multi-state cooperative society, is set to establish a nano urea liquid manufacturing plant in Argentina in partnership with Instituto Nacional de Asociativismo Economia Social and the Confederación Cooperativa de la República Argentina Limited, and a MOU is signed to establish a nano urea liquid plant, and the MOU is signed by the President of Cooperar and the President of INES and the Marketing Director of IFCO during a virtual meeting. Coming to the next thing, world's first genetically modified rubber sapling was planted at the Rubbers Board Sarutari Research Farm on the outskirts of Guwahati, Assam. It is developed by the Kerala-based Rubber Research Institute of India under the Rubber Board through long years of research in its biotechnology laboratory, and the Rubber Board Chairman and Executive Director K.N. Raghavan planted the sapling. The key points are: the GM plant is the first of its kind developed exclusively for the northeastern region, and it is expected to thrive in the climatic conditions of the region. And the rubber plant is inserted with additional copies of the gene of MnSOD, that is manganese containing superoxide dismutase, to tide over severe cold conditions during winter, which is a major factor affecting the growth of young rubber plants in the northeastern regions. Coming to the final thing, the third edition of the Northern Region Food Processing Summit 2021 was virtually organized by the Confederation of Indian Industry, that is CII. It was addressed by our Union Minister for Food Processing Industries, Shri Narendra Singh Tomar. And the key points are: the government has launched a new production-linked incentive scheme for food processing industry, under which 11,000 crore will be spent. It was launched as a part of the Self-Reliant India campaign, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, and the center has asked the CII to conduct a comparative study with their processing level, and this study will aid the center in preparing strategy to fill the gaps, and the emphasis was laid on the collaboration of government and industry in the area of fortification of the processed foods. And it's all about the previous week's current affair, and I hope the video will be very much useful to you. Thank you for all your supports. Make note of everything. It will make your revision easy. Do subscribe our channel for the next earliest updates by tapping on the bell icon. Thank you and see you all again.